Super Bowl 57.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they'll be led out by the 7th overall pick back in 2018 from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Into the air right away is Allen. Thomas has got it, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Going for the deep ball. And this is Corey Davis, 30 yards. And the Patriots are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. They'll be led out by a man in his 23rd NFL season. Still doing it at age 45, Tom Brady.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we are looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, he's got a man, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 35 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. New England's offense set to go. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So after the INT, it's Brady. This is caught by Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-all is the score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. 2nd down and 3. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Third down, Carlos Hyde. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Here's Brady. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second down and goal. Brady steps away to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Robert Woods, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have moved out in front.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Same target. It's Jacobs again. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. On play action, Allen. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. So the big play nullified. A legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It's actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
At his own 3-yard line. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he will try, but he can't. He can't escape the end zone. Gordon is taken down, and it's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is taken at the 23. New England trying to get a place on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Allen now looks to throw. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the red zone now. Allen to Valdez. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 48 yards on the ground for him so far.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Kingsley Enagbari coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And I think you'd have to say their coaching staff, all things considered, had to be pleased with their performance in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Definitely pleased, doing their best not to show it to their team, of course, because as you and I both know, their mantra all season long has been finish. Get the job done. They know how close they are to lifting that trophy. One more solid half of football, and they can do exactly that.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Out to his left, and this one caught by Max Williams. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a carry for the fullback. This is Andy Janovich. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Brady going to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Allen Robinson, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will extend their third-quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run right here with Jacobs. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. The quick feet by Jackson. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
Brady down to throw. Williams brings it in.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now Gordon on first down. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
80 yards rushing for him now to this point.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a play fake. Brady. This is caught by Williams. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Brady. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Commanders are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Completes it to Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Allen.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sends his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They did it, the Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy.
For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi Trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.